Welcome to Positive Atheism English Channel. Today in our program, My Life with Gora, an autobiography of Srimati Saraswati Gora, an atheist. I am going to continue the chapter First Conflict from the last episode. I will narrate an incident in this context. It's something that had happened when we were still living with my in-laws after we returned from Ceylon. When I wrote about my family life in Coimbatore, I spoke about Gora's widowed aunt Jogamma. Since she was a child widow, she always lived in my in-laws' house. Her favorite deity is Kameswari. She worshipped her daily elaborately. Often Kameswari used to possess Jogamma. Whenever Kameswari possessed Jogamma, my father-in-law and mother-in-law accepted and followed every word she had uttered. They were afraid that the deity Kameswari would get angry and that some misfortune might happen if they didn't. Gora's elder brother Narasimhara was married at a young age. His wife Kamalamma was a gentle woman. She got along well with everyone without any conflict. Rao had earned a diploma in civil engineering. Soon after I was married, at one time Kameswari possessed Jogamma. Then the deity Kameswari insisted that the elder daughter-in-law would bring misfortune into the family, so her husband must leave her. As they couldn't defy the deity's orders, they sent Kamalamma away to her parents' home, although the couple lived amicably together. They even had a son then. Then they married Narasimhara to someone else. This mess would never have occurred if the deity Kameswari didn't meddle. As soon as I returned from Colombo, I started fearing the deity Kameswari. I hinted at this to Gora. One day, by the time Gora returned from the college in the evening, Jogamma was being possessed by the deity Kameswari. My father-in-law and mother-in-law were listening attentively to all that Kameswari was saying. Gora got pretty irritated by the scene as soon as he came home. It was Kameswari that split up his brother and sister-in-law. This Kameswari was making his mother heart do all the chores. All this seemed to have flashed in Gora's mind like a lightning. Yet, without even taking off his shoes, he took a cane and went straight into the worship room, saying, "Where is the Kameswari? I must see her end." He assumed a ferocious form. His parents could not stop him. Although he did not actually touch Jogamma, he made such a hubbub as if he actually beat her with it. Both my father-in-law and mother-in-law as well as Jogamma were stunned. Kameswari disappeared at that very moment. Ever since then, Kameswari never possessed Jogamma. After this incident, an unknown emotion prevailed among us. The fear that my father-in-law and mother-in-law might think that I prompted my husband to act that way haunted me for some time. But neither my father-in-law and mother-in-law nor Jogamma let then the incident affect their attitude towards me. Still, they feared for some time that the deity Kameswari might get angry and something untowardly might happen to the family because of Gora's disagreeable conduct. A few days after this incident, everyone got together amicably as though nothing bad had happened. There were many child widows in Brahmin families. As they became widows at an early age, after their husband died, they did not have any opportunity to wear fine clothes, eat good food, or satisfy any natural life desires. Moreover, people regard widows as an evil woman. Widows had to live with their brothers a lackluster life like a slave. Their words had no value. No one sought their advice in any matter. So, when they are worshipping their favorite deity and imagine that the goddess possessed them, they could gain worth, status, and authority if they acted as the possessed goddess. Later, when she recalled those incidents, she could get the satisfaction that she could wield authority in the form of the goddess. If possession and deity were not involved, the widow would not have any worth. Intelligent widows plan these actions deliberately, at least to some degree. Because Gora had such an understanding, and because we had the proverb that even a ghost fears a beating, he could shoot away the Kameswari possession. Although I was scared a little in the beginning because of this incident, after everything had settled down, I was happy. We had to start our family life apart from the in-laws. So I started worrying about what my future would bring. However, the differences between father and son were only regarding ways of living and not personal. The atmosphere between them continued to be harmonious. My mother-in-law often visited us. Gora often visited his father to inquire about his well-being. My daughter was growing up. When we wrote to Anarappa that a daughter was born to us, he and his wife were very happy and sent us gifts. Soon after that, the couple came to Madras. My daughter was then 5 months old. Gora and I went to Madras with our daughter to show her to them. Earlier, Anarappa wrote to us mentioning 20 of his favorite names. He suggested that we should name our daughter with one of them. On the other hand, elders had been putting pressure on us by suggesting the names they had liked. We thought since Anarappa was coming to Madras, we would decide to name our daughter in his presence. Thus, in Madras, we named our daughter in Anarappa's presence with one of the names in the list he had sent us, calling her Manorama. The Anarappas presented us a small silver cup with the name of Manorama and both of our names engraved on it. The Anarappas had treated us with such affection when we were in Colombo. And now, for showering such affection on our first child, our gratitude knew no bounds. And here ends the chapter, First Conflict, and we shall meet again with another chapter in the next episode. Thank you.
For more videos, please subscribe to our Positive Atheism English Channel presented by Samaram channels, which has crossed more than 20 crore views. Please like, subscribe and share our videos, and for notification of our new videos, please click the bell icon.